Hello, my gorgeous friends. Hi, gorgeous Aries, and welcome to your special video. I'm making special videos about different signs of the zodiac, and you get to be the first. So, welcome to your astrological guide to health, diet, and nutrition by LightWorker. I do hold a bachelor's degree from Westchester University of Pennsylvania in nutrition and dietetics. So that's my education, and my passion is leading me toward astrology, tarot reading, Akashic reading, spiritual work. So I decided what better than combine the two. Always keep in mind that you may also need to listen for your rising sign, for your moon sign, and also please consult your doctor, your physician, or your health care practitioner. Aries usually tends to be busy, on the go, so it's very important for you that you keep a well-balanced diet in order for you to keep a well-balanced health and your energy level. If I'm talking about the cell salt that is very important for you, Aries, your cell salt is potassium phosphate. That is very important for building the brain cells and replenishing the energy of the liver, or rather replenishing liver. And you, as an Aries sun, rising, or moon, you have to be very careful from a depletion of potassium phosphate in your body, in your system. And in some cases, if the depletion of potassium phosphate is very severe, that may also be a cause that may lead to depression. Some of the beneficial foods for you are tomatoes, beans, brown rice, lentils, walnuts, olives, onions, lettuce, cauliflower, cucumber, spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, veal, swordfish, flounder, that's another type of fish, figs, bananas, maybe dry uncooked apricots, pumpkin, and also for some of you, milk is also important. So the more you can incorporate these foods in your daily meals, the better it would be. So these are some of the foods that maybe you need to incorporate or incorporate more of in your daily meals. Now let's talk about what you need to avoid. Many of you need to be very aware and very careful of avoiding salt, liquor, alcohol, because salt and alcohol will overstimulate kidneys in your body, or may also affect bones and arteries. So therefore, many of you have to be very careful in avoiding, again, salt and pepper or alcohol, or at least use them in moderation. Some of you Aries also, or typical Aries, has this tendency that you may eat when you are overstimulated, when you are stressed. So it's very important that you avoid eating when stressed. And for some of you, you may also have a tendency to drink if something is bothering you. Of course, that is not the case for everyone. After all, this is a general overlook of the sign of Aries. You need to know what's going on particularly with you and your chart. And it's very important that you keep yourself hydrated, you keep drinking water, H2O. So Aries also rules hydrogen, and you can get the hydrogen from water, H2O, in order for you to keep and maintain health. Not to mention the other excellent benefits of drinking water. But for you particularly, it's very important to drink water so you can keep that hydrogen running in your body. Now, Aries also rules the face, the head, rules healthy hair, fine bone structure, and many of you tend to be sharp thinkers. But at the same time, you may also be prone to headaches. It's connected to the head, migraines, head congestions, sinus conditions. You may also have a tendency toward vertigo, fever, neuralgia for some of you, if I did say that correctly. For some of you, it could be like inflammation, insomnia, wounds, eruptions, problems with cerebral congestions for some of you, and even eye-related problems like eye afflictions. Aries also rules the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are important because they pump adrenaline in your body, in your system, especially when your system is stressed, when your system has some sort of an emergency. One of the planets associated with Aries is Mars, and Mars also rules muscles, your musculatory system, but it also rules your sex glands. So not your sex organs, your sex glands. So many Aries are notable for their energetic sexuality and excellent muscle coordination. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if that's true for you, Aries. Also, in your body, Aries rules the process of absorption. So absorption of your food is ruled by Aries. Assimilation of the foods in your body is ruled by Aries, but also the process of peristalsis. It is very important for you to know what foods do work with your system, and it's important for you to work with your system. So you also need to keep in mind what important vitamins or minerals you need more of, or you always need to keep these vitamins and minerals into a healthy range so that you can keep and maintain good health. Always remember, always consult your physician or your nutritionist. So one of those essential vitamins that you need is vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin C, and iron. Vitamin A is important for night vision. It's important for the function of the cells, important for the skin and the mucous membrane. And sources of vitamin A are milk, cheese, butter, and fish oil. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, it's very important for growth, especially if you have an Aries child, important for their growth. And a good source of vitamin B1 is whole grains, wheat germs, eggs, liver, walnuts, peanuts, peas, beans, lentils, mushrooms, cabbage, asparagus. Also, vitamin B1 is important to keep and maintain a normal appetite. It's important for your glands and for your nervous system. Vitamin B2, also known as riboflavin, is very important for the development of the red blood cells. And good sources of vitamin B2 are green leafy vegetables, for example, turnip, broccoli. Liver is another good source. In different cultures, in different traditions, they do cook liver, or they also cook kidney. So liver and kidney are a good source of vitamin B2. Apples, oranges, and also pears. Vitamin C, known as ascorbic acid, is very important for to keep and maintain healthy teeth, healthy gums, also aids in bone injuries if you happen to have a bone injury. And a good source of vitamin C could be apricots, oranges, lemons, tomatoes, pineapple, vegetables, watercress, parsley, spinach, cabbage, onions, and of course there would be a lot more, but basically just to give you some examples. Now, Aries also rules most of the herbs. And we're going to talk about herbs also at a later part. Another essential mineral that you need is iron. Iron is very important for your vitality. It also helps to transport oxygen in your bloodstream, in your system. Good sources of iron are lettuce, spinach, radish, onion, ripe olives, rice bran, asparagus, romaine lettuce, and strawberries. Now, in terms of herbs and spices, maybe you get to use more of these herbs and spices into your cooking. For example, paprika, garlic, horseradish, chives, onions, peppers, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, parsley, walnut leaves, strawberry leaves. And now I'm going to give you some examples as to how to use foods or herbs or even teas in your cooking, or to cure any or to deal with any medical issues. For example, if you are dealing with head colds, you can use sage in your cooking, or you can use bonesset as an herb or even in a tea form. If you are suffering from insomnia, because many of you will have a tendency to suffer from insomnia, you can use primrose in your cooking, and you may also use valerian as a tea. Always remember to check with a doctor or with your nutritionist. For example, when I use valerian, it does have like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So I don't necessarily react good to valerian. If you are suffering from vertigo, you can use rue in your cooking. So it's spelled R-U-E, if that's how you spell it. It's not something that I use and I am familiar with. I just did some research. I opened my old school textbooks. And also you can use centauri for as a medicinal herb, and usually most of them also do come in the form of herbal teas. If you are suffering from water eyes, you may use fennel in your cooking, and I love fennel. And you may also choose chamomile tea. So, as I mentioned, Aries rules most spices. So you as an Aries, you may also have a tendency, or maybe it's recommendable, it's advisable that you use more of these in your cooking, like chili powder, ginger, onion, garlic, curry, or mustards. I hope that this was helpful to you. Always remember to listen also for your rising sign and for your moon sign. And thank you so very much for being here. I love talking to you. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's right down here. And I will be uploading more useful videos with tips and tricks like this one for your astrological sign. I hope you have a great year ahead of you. I am recording this in the very first days of 2018. Stay healthy. Bye.